Okay, get ready to laugh.
Okay, I'm gonna talk a little quiet to not bother other people, but so I was gonna make a poster board, and then I'm like, psh, I'm not making a poster board. I'm gonna do something more obnoxious, and I'm gonna make little game cards for everybody, because life in a nutshell looks like a big game of Plants vs. Zombies. If you've got little boys and you know about PVZ, oh yeah, you're gonna like this. But I have some little things over here, but this whole spiritual awakening isn't getting talked about by the media or anybody because, of course. So if you haven't heard of the Great Spiritual Awakening by close of business 2022, it's looking like, well, it's something that's been going on for a very long time, and a lot of these people have whole channels on YouTube and have for a very long time. I think that was what was scariest. When I started actually running into this shit, I got this pang of paranoia, like, oh my god, they're like no wonder there's people out there paranoid as hell that they're looking at information that's gonna get them in trouble or something. Fuck no. These people have been talking about this shit forever.
So, this was my first run, right? Just trying to slap some shit up. I put people like my homie NF and this Tina Gulick on the board because, well, if you know, if you've been watching my videos, you'd see that NF is incredibly valuable. I think the poor guy actually just did a song with Eminem. I think that's a shame. That's what happens when people are denied their memories of who they're at, who they are. So you have great people like NF out here creating music with a piece of shit like Eminem, but whatever. I set this up in a way that NF, Tina Gulick, Nitrous TV over here, literally going, these people are going to need help. If I'm right, these people are going to need some serious help. Let's get to where it gets a little funny, though. Because, like I said, this was just my first run of trying to smack some people together to make it make sense kind of shit.
Awakenings to keep wrangling them all as bipolar.
Come on.
There's Celestial Twin Life Mentorship. Yeah, when you start talking to people about spirituality and you just don't understand them or understand where they're coming from, well, that's fine. But anybody that's saying shit similar to this, there's too many, like this is just a tab. This is just everybody's a little portal. Every one of these cards is like a different hub. And when you click on one and you see who they follow and you see their channels and their communities, and then you read the comments on one video, let alone two, let alone all of them, there are too many people having spiritual awakenings to keep wrangling them all as bipolar and ignoring this shit. This is the Spirit Nomad. She's friggin' adorable. She's a super, super sweetie pie. Has all kinds of cool videos. Then we have Starseed Energetics. we have some adults in the room.
This is fucking hilarious. I would change this whole game board up for sure if I could, including my top 12. But this is super funny.
Yeah. I think there's 12 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah. I bet between these 12 people know what the fuck is going on in this world. And I know that all of them do not agree on what's going on here. But I bet they could figure it out. We got this Reuben Langdon. He used to be a stuntman. I think he has a show on Gaia. I'm not positive. But this dude has a lot of information. These people are literally out here throwing up Maharic shields, throwing up all kinds of spiritual shields with energy just in their minds, just being psychic as shit and stuff. Like, you have no clue what these people are capable of, let alone what everybody would be capable of when they realize that, some people are indigos, sure, some people's soul energies and shit are different. So they just, God's chosen to wake up first kind of scene. But no, it's everybody. Everybody can do this shit. We have Indigo Angel. This chick. Her and Ruben had this awesome video about the different types of indigos. She's a freaking powerhouse. This chick's awesome. Only at 14.3k subs so far. But, the spiritual awakening's just really been kicking off. So, really been kicking off hard, especially since August. This chick right now is over in freaking Rome, literally making a whole little documentary, like documenting her time in Rome. She's walking through the Vatican, she's walking up to these monuments, and she's literally telling you, like, these people have been talking about this shit forever. She's sitting there telling you how disturbing it is to be in that huge, why is everything beheaded, A lot of beheaded shit around there. And she's walking around telling you what kind of energies she's feeling and how she can feel that place sucking, literally live sucking energy from every single person that walks in there. They're exhausted when they leave. It's terrible. It's literally terrible. She talks about the pedo energies there. Terrible. And then she follows him. And I've watched his shit. I've watched some of his shit. He's super into metal. I like that. He's pissed. People behind me's pissed. Really, really mad. They're out here cussing too. It's really hard not to cuss. This shit's really hard not to cuss about. And everybody who just chooses to keep their heads buried in the sand after they hear shit like this, with these kind of accusations going around, where it's like, hey, everybody's religion loses because, of course. Why would any one community be right? Except the spiritual one, maybe. And then we have Christo's avatar. Love this dude. He super follows Ashiana Dean. He's getting there. Yeah, I think he's over 8,000 actually subs now. This is a couple days ago I did this. But these are the people out here specifying what types of ETs there are, what types of angels, what types of demons, what the actual hell is going on, and how everybody's shit has merit. That's what sucks. If you don't know shit about anybody else's religion, this is super hard. And if you don't know shit about these freaking ancient gods and goddesses, that's really hard too. It's all the removed Gnostic shit. It's all the removed Hermetic shit. It's everything that they removed. Then we got this dude, Paul Milgis. he channels, well, we'll start with the angels. He talks to angels. Him and his buddies, they talk to Michael and stuff. But there's more to that, but whatever. There's a door you can look at. Then we got Spirit of the God here. A lot of good information. The real Merkaba got some stuff on here. 13.5 million views. And then there's Aaron Daughtry. This dude. Aaron Dowdy. It's Aaron Dowdy. This guy is super successful. He's actually like pretty intro. Like you could watch a lot of his stuff and it's like super easy to stomach. This guy, he's a sweetie pie. This little Paul White Gold Eagle on here talking about Christ consciousness and stuff in his own little way, and he's like making spiritual music and stuff and just out here doing his little thing, getting a little following. This chick, her name is Sarah. Her YouTube channel is The Alchemist. She's ridiculous. This lady grew up in a household. One of her parents is Muslim, and I think the other one was Catholic, and she was given the choice. And she did like both religions growing up. And then she had a spiritual awakening, and she had to realize that both of her religions were wrong. And she's out here taking it like a champ. Literally, out here taking it like a champ. Telling you all kinds of ascension techniques. Then we got this dude. Nazira. Don't know how to say it, but this guy seems to know his shit. And then there's this guy, Sadi Guru. I don't know how to say his name. This guy is literally so knowledgeable. These people are so freaking knowledgeable, and this dude is like wildly popular. I know I've seen him on Rogan or something before too. Like, this guy is no joke. Now, pretty much what all of these people have done is take other people's shit into consideration, right? To better understand everything. And I kind of like, I want to know what he has to say about everybody else too. Because everybody else seems to understand their souls, and I've not heard him talking about extraterrestrial stuff that I know of, but
for fun, I would leave Sadhguru in the top 12 with any top 12. And this was me already having discernment, because he does. He knows a lot. And he is a World Economic Forum puppet, and he would be eaten alive by the others because he is a puppet. And then there's this next part.
This guy, his soul and his energies
Oh, come
are
on,
Pleiadian.
Get to it. It's so funny.
If you go through the proper channels, because guess what? They all say
Hold on.
extraterrestrial race.
Damn it. Okay.
His energies are extraterrestrial.
He's Blue Avian.
So are his. And he talks to the Blue Avians. And he talks to other ones. This is angelic. These people, they all explain that we all started as a collective thought bubble in something called God's source, and us people are actually literally the angels and demons and extraterrestrials that we're all scared of. But we're stuck in human bodies. Like, literally, it's just our souls. We've been doing this shit forever in different realities, different worlds. Like, yeah, no, this shit makes sense. This totally makes sense. If you go through the proper channels, because guess what? They all say, because they know a lot of shit about everybody else's religions too. They've taken everything into consideration, maybe had mental breakdowns, whatever. None of them. It's not Buddha, it's not Allah, it's not Jesus, it's not anybody. It's not anybody's guy sitting on a throne. And it's not a guy, it's an androgynous thought bubble. Guess what they all say? Guess who they say this is? They say one of our good guys went off and got his legs blown off and turned into a bad guy. And all of his little thought bubbles, every little thought bubble of this guy ended up in a bad bin. That's what everything is. Everything's just an entity. Everything is an entity. And then their descendants, bloodlines, soul lines, energy lines, well, they all fell. This guy's whole thought bubble is fallen. You want to know who it is? This is what all these people saying. This is what they're saying.
Happy New Year, Enoch.
It's freaking Enoch, guys. Literally, this is what everybody else is saying. They're saying that Enoch went on and fell. And that's not all. It's a big, bad, shitty ShamWow commercial when you understand spirituality. It is literally so shitty. Yeah, they say that collective thought bubble fell into a bin of Jehovian Anunnakis. That's what they're saying. I'm not sure. I was totally normal a couple months ago and I had no clue any of this shit was going on. But since the spiritual awakening is definitely real.
That's so funny. Like, I didn't know at all, like, that, like, how to explain that or, like, more about that. But it's said that he didn't fall into a bin of Jehovian Anunnakis. He was one the whole time. And then, you know, I'm sitting here trying to be totally, like, fair. And it was only a few more videos up from this when I started realizing, I'm like, fuck, you know, in all fairness, I guess I should have made Elijah an Enoch card. Like, I should have made Elijah a Lieutenant Dan card, to be fair. Because you can't murder 451 people and be good with God's source, you know. So I think what fucks me off the most, and unless I touch upon her Indigo Angel's work again, I'm just gonna fucking drop it about this bitch, because one day I hope that we can laugh about this. But I contacted her. She thanked me in one of her videos. I thanked her in one of my videos. I sent her a couple of messages and, you know, was just warning her, because she has kids. And a lot of people don't pay attention to things like, government broadcasts coming out. So I let this chick know, please, make sure your kids are out of the house, during this broadcast, because I have a very bad feeling about it. And you have kids, and I'm just nervous. And she puts that October 4th Fear Clout video out there. And I had sent her a couple other things with that video. And she totally ignored me. Then she put out that Fear Clout video and pretty much threw some nasty ass shade at me. When she, received the warning that she did about the October 4th broadcast, it kind of felt to her like some kind of some kind of a fucking archontic deception, possibly. And then she went on, because she had already done my starseed reading. Then she went on to say, it doesn't matter where you're from. You could be from a very good place and, be fallen. And so I'm watching this. And it's just oh fucking K. Where you get the nerve to say that with, whatever, that's fine. So I messaged her, I left a comment on her video, because she's like, yeah, everybody, please comment on my videos. I'm stuck with low subscribers because I'm fucking invisible. So please help the algorithm. Leave me a comment. So I was like, hey, I see your check and I appreciate the balance. I wasn't trying to be a fear monger or anything, but just so you know, I lost my job, but hopefully soon I'll be able to touch base with you and afford the session with you that we had spoken about. And she totally fucking deleted the comment. And this is the problem. When you refuse to straight up side with fucking anybody, when you bring forth, which I have been, I have tried to be so neutral and bipartisan. I have tried so hard to give people the tools to go make up their own fucking minds about who they think is speaking authentically, or whatever the fuck people resonate with. Look at anything you want besides what you're looking at if you don't know spiritual content, pretty much. Been saying it the whole time. Guardians, or people that are identifying as guardians, are actually fucking embarrassments. And I am here, Guardians of the Galaxy style, from very far away, doing my fucking part. I am a guardian of nobody but my fucking family. And I will never identify as a guardian, because these fucking guardians are actually jokes. Then, little, Ashiana Dean's cult of people, because that's what she's done. She's created a cult of nasty motherfuckers where if you question them, they go, Guardians don't question Guardians. You're a fucking cult. And literally, Ashiana Dean needs mollywopped. That's another Pennsylvanian that needs mollywopped the fuck back for probably spelling and fucking with that material. These people will watch her channel and know that she channeled Seth, and know that she's had 18 fucking name changes, 19 divorces. She is the shadiest fucking thing I have ever seen. And she has a bunch of people just stuck trying to remember all of the details. And the devil's in the details every time, guys. She has these people just stuck, not going out and grid working. Once you see that material and you realize how many types of negative extraterrestrials there are, I mean, what in the fuck is the point of sitting there in a basement, literally, trying to hammer out and remember her wishy-washy bullshit instead of getting up and acting, like getting up and grid working or doing something with that fucking information instead of going, oh my God, now I hate Billy Carson. Billy Carson's probably this. Her fucking fan base is so paranoid and so accusatory of everybody else. Like, it is fucking unreal. Kind of like people I've noticed from Team Rashad Jamal. I have touched on so many people and given them respect for their content, although I don't fucking agree with them in a lot of situations. I'm trying to be respectful and maybe find anybody out there that doesn't fucking hate me. And I'm a nice fucking person until I'm pissed off. And there's kind of a lot of black people out there, or nine ether beings, or whatever the fuck you guys want to call yourself. There's a lot of them in comment sections right now who hate white people so bad that they are crossing their fingers, waiting for Nibiru to fry everybody up. I got into an argument a couple of days ago, and this one guy has been like fucking stalking me. I had to block him. But he was in a Starseed, whatever, one of these groups I follow. And I'm having a conversation with somebody, and this dude goes, yeah, fuck you, Whitey. You're going down. Everybody who's not black, Cuban, Puerto Rican, you're all gonna fucking burn. There are so many black people who are crossing their fingers hoping that the white people on this planet burn to death. And I think that's a shame. I think that pretty much stems from the fact that the Jews who are sitting in Israel are imposters. The Jews who are sitting in Israel are the most hateful imposters. And it's bad. Black people have every fucking right to be pissed. The Jews in Israel, let alone the Vatican, have whitewashed everything, fucked up people's lives. They literally are running portal systems and shit, fucking harnessing our energy. And then they literally kicked the original Jews, black people, out of their fucking homelands. The Jews in Israel and the Jews of today think that they are from the Shem line. It looks like you're more from the Japheth line, but, you know, who knows? The United States should be standing with the United States, period. Because Great Britain caused most of the Palestine and Israel problems. And then, you know, us, the United States, being their imps, their fucking bitches, you know, now it's, oh, we have to create this big show, blah, 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 blah. No. I can't stand to hear Jesse Waters' fucking voice or any of these Fox News pundits' voices at all. It is literally horrible. They are on there going, everybody's so anti-Semitic. There's such a growing anti-Semitism in the United States, and this is all racist. Black people and Jewish people. What would you guys do if the word racist didn't exist? What would you say to cover up for your bad behavior? Because that's what it boils down to. Like I've said in other videos, it's a raging Jew problem. And growing anti-Semitism in the United States? No. That's growing people who are realizing what the people stuck watching the news every day refuse to look at. That the United States and Israel are actually fucking horrible. And the United States citizens, black and white, are reacting in many different ways. Some of them are super hateful, and, you know, kind of are fighting racism with racism and, you know, just kind of want white people to burn to death. That's a shame. You know, that's a fucking shame. But I think that I've not done anything but try to be fair, sit on 50, look around, and at a totally gender neutral standpoint, because I don't give a fuck about gender. People are a bunch of its. So, I mean, I think it's actually fucking a shame. The fact that you can literally just try to help. And, you know, you're the asshole. So it's just kind of like, oh, all right. I shouldn't bring up that video. That's fucking hilarious. I'm just fangirling over people. And, they fucking suck.